It's girly power. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Atlanta Falcons. With that, let's get up to Atlanta. We're standing by at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
In college, full of enthusiasm, mastered their 2-minute drill in his first OTA. What a player.
I want to know.
That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage. Lower
drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looks to throw, fires right side.
One of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one. Coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here's incomplete. Again, they'll go from the 40. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 100 mark, we'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And this will leave him a yard short.
Even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
2nd and 1. Toward the end zone, but that's going to...
They've underachieved.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida. Yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? As many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. After the sack on 1st down, Ryan. And he's going to go down again.
And he comes at the quarterback. He'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield.
Very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one's out.
A chance if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
And the throw here caught by Devontae Parker. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He'll get about 3. Let's go. Back to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And taking it across midfield. Dolphins have a...
Because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense...
They were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to...
Winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to...
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. That's caught by Kelly. And they're going to get this beyond
the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you.
And Gurley here hold it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
It starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the holding penalty, 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that will be Andy Man here in this first half as he gets it away. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Offense at the line. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now we're in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off, or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Big
file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. In progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business. The code
range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly, with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Ryan. Caught by Jones. And they'll bring him down here up at about the... As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be brought down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 7. Well, he wasn't too
play. Go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half could add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them.
Completion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's not going to sniff the first down here.
I think those guys will get along very well right now. Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. To come off the relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be taken down.
The offensive linemen where they're faking people out. The back slipping out there, catching the football. Then all of them going together as one unit. Down it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get... He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available.
People are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This is turning...
Start out here 2nd and 11.
You ain't doing nothing.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley.
And him at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This is taken around the 12. Down passes to lead the way. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally,
thanks for a really nice pickup.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Philosophy at this point going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now a man open down the middle of from the 24. They'll go again on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL,
Falcons 2.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan, and they will not get the
staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones.
And it is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going
third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst.
Pretty tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is sack number 4.
For them trying to block those guys, they've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one covers 24, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know they're going to be extra guys to strike.
Hey, me and you all day. All right, 25 tonight. I'm coming after you. All right, 25 tonight.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan complete to
55. Hey, eat. I don't even know why this team showed up.
out of the gun. It's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones.
Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That is caught right at the 10-yard. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Give me that ball, defense. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Back to throw here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki. There's something here at the end just to take into next week.
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and puts the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it. But they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
A throw over the middle, a gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Set receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
They'll be closer and likely throwing again. You'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. And it's caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away, because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for